my name's Neta,
And I'm Amy.
and we're from New Media Lit.
Today we're going to be reviewing the movie Little Women, which was released on December 25th internationally.
So the movie happens in a rural town in New England and switches between two different timelines. So the first timeline occurs during the early 1860s, during the American Civil War, which is the more familiar first half of the book. And the second timeline occurs 7 years later after the wars ended during the second half of the book.
And that's actually because the book was originally Joe, Meg, Beth, and Amy, and then the sequel, Good Wives, which was 7 years later, like you said, and then they combined it into one. And in older adaptations, they've done it like that chronologically, but the director, Greta Gerwig, decided that she was going to combine the two so that way childhood wasn't ending so quickly.
Yeah, and one of the things I really liked about this movie is seeing how different each sister was, yet how the relationships between them worked. So for example, Meg, being the oldest sister, was always told she needs to marry rich and settle down in order to provide for her family. So her goal in life is to have a family and settle down rather than pursuing her own career.
And then Joe, in contrast, didn't feel the same need to do that because she thought that women were worth more than just love, and she wanted to pursue her career of being a writer.
Yeah, and then the third oldest sister, Beth, she's kind of quiet in relation to the other sisters. And what I liked about her character is that she always felt the need to help those in need.
Yeah, and then I think my favorite was Amy, the youngest,
Mm-hmm.
because I relate to her being the youngest, and I like how even though they showed her as more mature than they have in older adaptations, they still included the youngest child complex of her always feeling left out about what her older sisters got to do.
Yeah, and actually I read online that the author, Louisa May Alcott, this story is actually loosely based off her own experiences in real life, making it semi-autobiographical, because in real life she had 3 sisters and was unwed, making her most likely similar to the character of Joe.
And I thought it was interesting how Greta Gerwig, the director, decided to have the actors incorporate their own personality in the film. For example, I know Timothée Chalamet dressed himself for it, and also I like how she does a lot of overlapping dialogue, because in such a big family with so many sisters, there's bound to be so much overlapping dialogue.
Yeah, it definitely gives it a more natural feel. Overall, I really like this movie, and I would recommend it to anybody